Hey, we're back again. The Coon Prairie Ramblers.
Yes, we are.
We're going to do the F-bomb section right now, and boy, do we have a good one.
We will do it, myself and the mailman and our special guest, Brother Jack. March. Anyhow, are y'all ready for the F-bomb?
Yeah.
If not, it's coming anyway, so hold tight. Here we go.
All right.
Hey, that was a pretty good one right there. Woo!
Yeah, and speaking of if-bombs, what if we got the big bomb? I mean, the really big one.
The EMT bomb.
Yeah, the EMT, which means...
EMP, electromagnetic pulse.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the BLT bomb.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll eat that.
Yeah.
Okay, ready to go? We'll go get it.
Let's do it.
The EMT, yeah, I've heard about that.
What does that do?
Are you
EMP.
up on that, Jack?
What was I must have been listening to Huckabee the other night, and they were talking about what would happen if...
You're big on Huckabee, huh?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reverend, Governor Reverend Huckabee, yes, yep. And he thinks that there shouldn't be any tax on business at all, because if there wasn't any tax on business, then they could drop the price. Increase the tax, they up the price. But anyways,
sounds like a good idea.
What if?
Fat chance.
So what if there was a pulse, an electromagnetic pulse?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you'd probably hear that rumble that we just heard.
Yeah.
But nothing would be destroyed on Earth or in our country, but all the electronics would be destroyed.
Well, wait a minute. If there was a rumble, would that cause some type of damage?
No. You'd hear it. It would be a sound rumble. Yeah, rumbling sound.
I mean, where would it likely go off at? Not here, a little sunny little downtown Arcadia, would it?
No. It would go off in the middle of Nebraska.
Middle of the country.
Big enough.
So it could cover. I mean, would they? You mean like Kim Jong-un? Jung.
We chasing rabbits here. The what if is the power went out in the whole world.
Yeah.
That's the what if.
Okay.
The whole world?
the whole world. Okay,
how would it be then? Okay, we're burning daylight here.
Suppose there was an electromagnetic pulse that came from the sun.
Yeah.
And it destroyed...
The sun did it.
And destroyed all the electronics and electrical systems in the world. No more radio.
For crying out loud.
What would life be like then?
It would be rough.
A little bit more than that. I mean, that's not going to use up all our time.
Well, yeah. When you stop and think about it, all the cars, none of the cars would be able to run because they run off electricity. The spark plugs, there wouldn't be any more spark.
Whoa! No. That's they run off of compression.
But they would eventually would not run because it takes electricity to run the gas pumps, so you can put gas in them. And stuff.
I see. You were talking about diesel. Diesel
would kill everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the gas pumps, my pump for my water.
Yeah.
In
Fortunately,
fact, almost immediately. Yeah. We would come to a standstill almost immediately, wouldn't we? Or would we?
Right. Airplanes would be grounded. Everything would stop.
And I am right in the pathway of an airport.
Life, would, as we know it, would stop.
I'm in that same pathway.
Planes would fall out of the sky right on your house.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I hope they go fall someplace else, like in the water or somewhere.
Actually, though, I've never seen any flying directly over my house. They're off to the north a little bit. Yeah.
Well, if they fell because of the EMT, they might wobble and kind of like drift over your way or something.
Yeah.
That'd be a bad...
Well, what would life in general be like?
I have water, though. See, I can just disconnect my pump, and I have an artesian well, and the water just flows.
Well, you're the lucky guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the poor blokes in New York City?
Who cares?
Yeah.
They're on their own. Dog eat dog.
Yeah. We wouldn't be able to even get food to them,
No.
Yeah.
Forget your homeless shelter idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's what would happen. Over half of the millennials would kill themselves because they couldn't text each other.
That's right.
And do all that stuff on their little telephones and stuff, or cell phones. They would kill themselves.
Their thumbs would still be moving.
They wouldn't know what to do. They could not survive.
But nothing would be happening. But their thumbs would still be moving.
That's right.
From muscle memory.
We wouldn't have to worry about the Second Amendment then, because
wait, hold on there. Blasphemy.
Everybody would be toting then
to
survive. That's what we're talking about here.
Exactly, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Talk about the NRA. I remember when George Herbert Walker Bush...
talking about the NRA.
the
He's
Second
wearing
Amendment.
a hat to advertise.
That's right. He's got the hat on. the mailman. He's got
Yeah.
the NRA hat on. But
Yeah.
the day that George Herbert Walker Bush renounced his his membership
Yeah.
to the NRA,
Yeah.
that's the day I joined.
Oh,
That day, yeah.
Cool.
You equaled it out. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
his was void and of no effect.
Yeah.
Who needs him
And,
anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what we need. That's what we will need for protection.
Okay.
If that.
Immediately after the EMT goes off.
Yep.
Wait a minute. But it could be a sunburst.
Yeah. Right.
Would that be the same thing?
If
as
it's gonna
EMT?
if it's gonna happen from the sun to the whole world, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just say all the power's out.
Okay.
Right.
Then
all,
what?
All the power's out.
Yep.
No more movies
No more radios.
or no TV.
No more fake news.
That's right. No more microwaves.
No more wait.
right.
No more refrigeration.
Okay.
That's right.
And
No more ice.
I have a grill outside, but it's run by propane. Eventually, once that propane's gone, no more propane.
That's okay. You go get wood and put it in there.
Yeah, I'll get some
Yeah.
wood.
Yep.
Build
And,
a fire ring. Everybody will be living around a fire ring.
You never-ending camp out.
Yeah.
At night, you'll have to
Yeah.
go to bed.
Yeah.
You can sit up and watch TV. Gets dark. That's it.
Leave the windows open.
You could light a candle, but after a while you wouldn't have any more. Maybe you could make candles.
Probably mess with your eyesight.
I wonder if I'd turn into a snowbird and head north when the summer got here.
You'd have to walk. What do you mean? Bicycle?
Yeah, that's
Take your
exactly
horse,
right.
maybe.
Bicycle. Yeah, then we'd be. Eventually, your rubber tires would run out because you can't replace them because the stores are shut down. So you'd be running on your rims.
You can't. Oh, you can't drive a truck unless you have a diesel.
You'd be riding horses again. We go back to horses, muggies.
Yep.
Oh yeah, hope to get
Revert
flip
to
them
that.
around. They would be at a premium.
That's exactly
That's
right.
right. You know, you'd say, go into town. There's a man there that's got a donkey. Take that donkey and bring it back to me, will you?
Can't afford a horse, but you can buy this donkey over here.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
So I can ride into Jerusalem.
You got it. That's right. Yep.
It would change virtually
Yeah.
every aspect, every facet of life you can think of. It would change.
If you didn't have a horse, I mean, if the horses, there aren't as many horses nowadays as there were. No, or I don't know, but I mean,
They'd be popular
but
again.
you know, in reality, back in the old days, there really weren't. Everybody didn't have a horse.
No, but
You know, the Western, everybody's got a horse there. Well, not everybody had.
well, you had a mule or something that you used to
Yeah.
plow with, and then you would hook it up to a wagon and go to town
Or you had
once a
ox.
week or once a month to
Yeah.
get your coffee and sugar and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep. Yeah. You can still hammer out things, with your forge. And when I lived in
Blacksmith.
Massachusetts, I lived in Western Massachusetts, and I could imagine living without power because we had up the hill from our house, we had a spring, and water would come out of that spring and come down and go into a
Cistern.
well house. That,
Yeah.
it was a cement well house, and then we had a pipe coming underground all the way down to the barn,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a valve 6 feet down because the frost went way down, like 3 or 4 feet in winter. We had a valve way down in the ground that we could turn the
down.
water off to the barn
Yeah.
when the barn froze up, and still have house water in the house.
Yeah.
And it was all pressure fed from a spring up on the hill.
But
That'd be ideal.
And we had a furnace in our cellar that was 5 feet tall, 4 feet wide, and 6 feet long, and we could burn logs that were up to 17 inches in diameter and 5 feet long in that furnace and heat the whole house.
It'd get hot in there, down
Yeah,
there, I
yeah,
guarantee
yeah.
it.
So I can imagine, we had our outhouse out there, a two-seater. I could imagine living without
You can
power.
survive.
But you know what? All those people, like in Boston, New York, they're going to disperse.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just not going to hang around, the tenement houses or the high rises, forever. They're going to have to go take care of themselves, and they're going to be encroaching on your little stream out there, your little.
Be a pile of
artesian
dead
well.
bodies out there too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell them about it.
They'd be looking for it.
There's a
They'd see a little snow, a little smoke signal going up. They say, "Hey, somebody's cooking something. We're going over there." And then all of a sudden, you've got neighbors.
All of a sudden, you start shooting them.
When I built my house in Ocam, before I had power, before I had water, a well, I used to go get galvanized garbage pails and fill them up at Crocodile Spring. It was a pipe coming out of a hill. It was about 4 feet high, and it was constant flow of wonderful drinking water. So I used to get all my water in my galvanized pails and bring it home while I was building my house, because I lived there while I was building it.
Right.
I wonder how long it would take once the EMT goes off or the sunburst comes and destroys all the electric, that we get back, that we start to make progress back to getting electric again. Or
you wouldn't get the electric. If you couldn't get it back,
maybe.
you would just have to live without it, and you would improvise, and more people would
Yeah.
start farming and raising animals and
You'd have
hunting.
to you'd have to build your own magnetic device that that you could turn and.
Yeah, could you do that?
Well, they did it, didn't they?
Yeah, they did it. Yeah. Tom Edison did it.
Anyway,
Yeah, somebody did it.
And Bell, those guys, yeah.
Hell, yeah.
but for a while it might actually be a good thing, because just think teachers have to go back from teaching from books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to form up a little one room schoolhouse.
Libraries would come back and become in vogue again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could
They're
afford to get
deserted
there.
now. And
Yeah.
everybody's on the electronic. No more Google.
Yeah. It would go back to, I had a friend who told me that when he was a little boy, and the
When he
devil,
was a little
and the
boy.
devil called his name, that he remembered coming to town. They lived way out in Rye Bridge. I was way out in Manatee, in Manatee County, way out at the outskirts of Manatee. They'd come to town once a week, and they would camp on the courthouse lawn,
Right.
along with everybody else that came in at the
Right.
time. They come in to get your groceries and everything before they go back into the hinterland. And if you were lucky, you get to see a hanging on the courthouse.
All right, boy.
Yeah.
Entertainment better than a Saturday night movie.
Uh-huh.
My goodness.
Yep.
Well, we take a lot for granted. You
We
can
do.
walk over and flip that light switch, and the light's going to come on. Your air conditioner's going to come on. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll never have to live through this. What if?
I think there would be a big flush of meanness right off the bat.
Oh, yeah. That'll be another subject for another time. We got to get on out of here, but we're going to close out by asking our late, great friend, Brother Kenneth Casey Carlton, a question that we ask him every week. And that question is, what's the frequency, Kenneth?
1480 AM on your radio dial. News Radio WFLN, Arcadia's news and information station.